10 minutes before 2 o'clock, welcome back to Central Valley Talk as we're broadcasting live right now on YouTube TV, Facebook, Instagram, and our home, CentralValleyTalk.com. I'm Austin Reed. Great to be with you today. It is midweek, a beautiful day here in Fresno. Highs in the 70s today. Spring has arrived. Hit me up on Facebook, Austin Reed on Air, also on Instagram and Twitter. My next guest, live with us in our Tower District studios today, this is Lindy Owens. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good, very good. Now, you've been on Central Valley Talk before.
Yes.
But you're back with us today. You've got a couple new initiatives that you're working on. I like to call you a Fresno activist queen.
Okay, you're too kind.
I looked at your Twitter, and you've got a lot going on. And one of those new initiatives is 5250, right?
That kind of no, that was kind of thrust upon me.
You just came up with it?
No, it's a long story.
Okay.
But this, I was raised to pay attention, watch the news, know what's going on around you, and I was arrested last year.
Oh.
Or 2 years ago.
Okay.
And so I got to look at the system from the other side.
Yeah.
And I had stumbled across these First Amendment auditors on YouTube. I had been searching San Joaquin Valley for the San Joaquin River, and I came up with San Joaquin Valley Transparency, and he's a cop watcher out of Bakersfield, and their police force was rated the deadliest police force in the nation, or California, I'm not sure which, but being a father, he had two, young sons and did not want to raise them in a city with the police force like that, and he picked up a camera and started recording the police.
Wow.
And now there's thousands of people from sea to shining sea and across the pond all over the world are picking up cameras and recording police, holding them accountable.
Now, was your recent bat with the law, would you say that it was unjust?
Oh, absolutely.
Tell us more.
Absolutely. Well, the employee at a public establishment lied to the 911 caller. I don't know why, about why I was there and what I was doing and who I was looking for. They knew who I was looking for. He's a regular. So I don't understand why we're still going through this, but and they took my recording cell phone that was recording.
So you never got the phone back?
Oh no.
Huh.
No.
Is that normal?
Well, according to dispatch, it happens more often than you would think.
So police will just get your phone and not return it?
Yes.
How is that
Yes.
even legal?
It's not legal. But
Wow.
they get away with it. I mean, I'm sure they don't. Mine was about a $170 phone and then a case and an SD card.
Yeah.
$20, stuck in the back for my pear cider down at.
So did you? So what's their excuse? I mean, what do they?
They've clammed up because it's a investigation and because I was arrested.
And so you'll never get that phone back.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
What are some of the other things that you're working on as far as activism goes?
Well, I was the new chief. I have just threw it out there that the police or law enforcement, I should say, only recite their oath once, twice, whenever they change jobs, when they graduate the police academy. I think they should say it at roll call. Every day. They're sworn officers. Before they hit the streets, they should be reminded of what they're out there, what they're supposed to be doing out there, protecting our rights, not stepping all over them.
So, you've got a Twitter page that you really try to keep very active, and you update people on things and social justice reform, criminal justice reform, knowing your rights.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us more about that.
Well, your best education is to go to YouTube and watch some of these auditors and cop watchers. We got some great local boys. There's San Joaquin Valley Transparency, Tulare County Cop Watch. He's very good. Casey Camera Boy, High Desert Community. And then there's Susan Bassey. She's over in Santa Clara County, and she's working from the other side, from the courts and the judges and family court.
Okay.
And she's exposing a lot up there, private judging, and you have to know what, they're sneaky, they're tricky, and they've got the law on their side and all day long to research it, and we need to stand up and fight back.
Now, talk a little bit about your other Fresno Twitter page. It's called Ask Fresno, which is on Twitter, and you started that a few years ago, right?
No, well, yeah, I guess it's been a year now.
Okay.
Yeah, the Miss 5250 was not gaining speed. So, and it's the stigma of the mental health, aspect of that.
Sure.
5250, a 5150 is
Is a hold, right?
a 3-day hold.
Yeah.
And
Anybody experiencing a mental breakdown, or
right,
if they're suicidal,
right, or if you're not a criminal and you have something, you have some evidence against the police, so you must be discredited.
Oh, okay.
I made it to 57 years old with no history of mental illness. So.
Yeah, I mean, well, I've experienced mental health problems.
Oh yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah.
But there's a difference between sadness.
Sure.
And depression. There's a difference between, having a life crisis, losing, a major life crisis, losing a loved one or a child, or there's divorces. There's a lot of things that make people make people a little crazy. That doesn't mean you're mentally ill.
Right. And
if
so
you're not harm to yourself or others, then you're supposed to be get the least restrictive treatment available.
So would you say then, there's a lot of stigma around, say, a 5150?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I stopped telling people that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
Yeah,
it's...
You don't make a lot of friends. You don't make a lot of friends that way. People, they don't want anything to do with it.
Talk a little bit about Fresno's homeless and financial challenges. Because I know you really want to help the homeless.
Well, I've been very close to it myself. My mom lived in her vehicle for a little while. There's a lot of people out there are 1-2 paychecks away from being homeless. It doesn't take much. One person gets their hours cut, and all of a sudden, and I don't know what people are doing during the pandemic but I guess there was some easements for rent and all that. But again, that's all free money not free money, borrowed money that is poof out of thin air, the Federal Reserve, and then we and our children, our grandchildren have to pay that money back with interest. So it's nothing is free.
So would you say that, Fresno's homeless problem specifically is a bigger problem than maybe a lot of us even realize?
I think that they don't realize the ripple effect that it can create, and with COVID, where are these people going to go? And they arrest people and take them down there for half an hour, and then they're left to walk home or walk back to their tent and hope their stuff is all still there. And they may have to replace now that driver's license again, and it's really tough on them, and for the police and the homeless task force that just comes in and wants to throw away their stuff and relocate everyone to Poverello. It's just not It's not sustainable. They're doing the motels, and I see some things happening, but that's been in the works for a long time. Yeah. And someone's taking credit for it. Someone's taking a lot of credit for it.
Right. We've got about a minute left. Anything else that you want to talk about today?
Just, know your rights. You please film your government. I was lied to by the DMV. I've been told questionable things, downtown, and went home and looked it up and said, that's not right. And I was not allowed to record. You are allowed to record all of your public interactions, any place from public that you are allowed, public lobbies, you are allowed to record and ask questions, and they cannot trespass your eyes. Whatever you can see from public, you can record.
Very good memory. Good
no,
things.
That's why we need to record.
Yeah, right, yeah, exactly.
It's
good
an
things to
objective,
remember.
unbiased record.
Yeah. Okay, tell everybody your Twitter page, and if somebody has questions, maybe they're dealing with a law enforcement issue, how can they connect with you?
I have a Gmail, askfresno@gmail. And I have the two Twitters, Ask Fresno and also Miss 5250.
Very good. All right. Lynn D. Owens, thanks for coming on today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you. Come back anytime, okay?
Okay, great.
All right, we're back with another live local guest coming up in just a bit, so stay tuned.
Yay.
Cremation and burial planning.